Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to Shamaha. This is Gayatri Jayaraman, and I know I've caught you all in the middle of a very, very busy Monday morning. If, like me, you're also having probably the busiest week of the year, everything seems to be coming together in this week. I think I am working on 3 books simultaneously. I have 2 columns to write. I'm also a student. I've also been invited to teach, so I have lesson plans to do, and I have test assignments, projects, and it's all like, everything hitting the ceiling. I'm sure those of you who are especially in, senior positions, who are doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, teachers, with all those, student reports to sort of look into, we get very, very, very busy. And the question that then arises is who has the time to meditate, right? It's such a luxury to want to sit down for even 10 minutes. I mean, who has an hour? And shut your eyes to the world and sort of be with your thoughts or just observe them and hopefully get beyond them. So who has that time? That's what we tell ourselves. And you all know the Zen Buddhist sort of saying that you need to meditate for 10 minutes a day, and if you don't have time, you need to meditate for an hour. And we laugh it off and you say, yeah, that's cute, right? Who has that kind of time? But that's what I wanted to do this session about is that's exactly when you need to meditate. And the more you meditate, you'll start to realize why. And the number one reason is that the mind starts to become more awake. And when the mind starts to become more awake, it becomes more alert. And when it becomes more alert, for the first benefit is that you need less sleep. And you need less sleep not in terms of insomnia where you're tired and you really want to go to sleep but can't get your eyes shut. This is more like you wake up completely refreshed, recharged, you can run a marathon, and you've just woken up much, much earlier. So for instance, ever since I started meditating on a daily basis, I wake up at 4 o'clock without an alarm clock. Sometimes, I'll be feeling lazy and I'll just be like, oh, it's nice and chilly, nip in the air, I just want to stay in bed, and I might lie in there till 5:30. But the sleep is gone. I don't need sleep, and that's a very important distinction. I go to bed by around 10:30, 11, so I do get 6 to 7 hours of sleep that I need. If I need it, I will sleep more. Sometimes I just want to sleep more, so I'll just skip meditation for 3 days. But that's something that the mind very much does, is that it wakes you up. And one of the benefits of that is, firstly, your day gets elongated. You have many, many more hours. But more importantly, you become more efficient with your energy in those hours, because when the mind is awake and alert, it sees clearly. When it sees clearly, it has an almost bullet list kind of in its head of what needs to be done, and it absolutely cuts out anything that does not need to be done. So your mind is decluttered. It's basically Marie Kondoed, right? And nothing that doesn't fulfill its purpose or spark its joy is included. It just gets tossed out. So the energy that you put into your to-do list during your day just goes like a snap, right? It's really efficient. For instance, if you speak to my family and friends, they'll be like, but what do you do all day? You wake up at 4 o'clock, but I see you have time to read a book, listen to music, watch a show, meditate. You meditate for an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. You have so much time. We all have work to do. But no, the thing is, I finish all my work super efficiently, and I have the time to do the things that I want to do, which is the third benefit. So you wake up early, your mind becomes more alert, more awake, more efficient. You declutter, you cut out what you don't need to do, you finish what you need to do, and you have time. And that time is what makes you nourish yourself. It's what gives you the space to feed what your mind needs to be happier, to be calmer, and even more efficient. So you can read, you can relax, you can, cook something nice for yourself, you can go for a walk. So it's exactly when you don't have the time that you need to sit down and close your eyes and get your mind to become very, very, very still. When your mind becomes still, one is just observe your thoughts, witness them, observe your breath. And I hope to post a couple of meditations later in the week that will allow you to do that. But also, that is the time when you sort of bring it to a slowing down. And when the slowing down happens, the clarity rises. And when the clarity rises, the mind becomes razor sharp. So I hope you will all take the time to meditate this week, even if it's in the middle of the busiest week on earth. And I hope to give you some tips and guides on how to do it. But if not, if you don't have time to see them, just sit down. If you don't have too much time, start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Try and do half an hour, try and do an hour. Close your eyes, just observe your breath, be still with your thoughts, and just watch your entire week transform. Thank you so much for listening. I hope it's helpful to you. Do remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave comments, suggestions, questions below, and I'll try to answer them in the future sessions. See you soon.